Tony, welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Get the gimp out of here! Get the gimp out of here! All right, good, okay. You staying there? Yeah. All right, good.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony. You're not funny, and you probably
so
shit
keep
yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Let's give a big shout out to Tony Walker.
Tony Walker, who's a friend of mine.
Tony Walker!
Tony Walker! Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker! Thank you so much, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Walker. Our favorite. We love you.
Knockem Dead Comedy Show.
Let's give a big shout out to Tony Walker.
All right, thank you so much. Tony Walker in the house.
Yeah, he's the only one screaming, but I like him. He's good.
Yes. Tony Walker.
I like Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's really good.
Tony Walker's all right, too. Hi, thank you so much. Tony Walker in the house.
Yeah, he's the only one screaming, but I like him. He's good.
Yes. Tony Walker.
I like Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's really good.
Tony Walker's all right, too.
Hi, thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, got it right. There we go.
We got sound?
Yes, we do have sound this morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show. We're coming at you from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York, on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, that's great. You want to hang out there? That's wonderful. But if you'd like to comment throughout the show and hear your comments read and your name said, and you want to just join the conversation and hang out with us, we monitor the comments on YouTube. So if you'd like to hear your comments read, just shoot over there to YouTube. And we appreciate the input and you guys hanging out with us and commenting and joining in. And we appreciate you watching, of course. And of course. And we ask, no matter where you're watching from, that you share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And I appreciate all the pages, all the social media pages where we share the link to. And I do owe an apology to the uncle. Hang on, let me get this right. I think it's Uncle Vinny. Hang on a second. Oh, no, I can't find it. Of course. There's a page run by Anthony Rodia, and it's called, let's see, hang on, Uncle Vinny's Extended Family. So there was, so yesterday, I post the show to that page every day. You guys know Anthony Rodia, great comedian. He used to have a show in here. He still lets me post my show on there. And the other day, although now I don't see it, maybe he doesn't let me post my show there every day. There was something the other day where somebody, the show was on there and somebody called the show a piece of shit. And the comments are gone. So I attacked this guy pretty bad. So my apologies to Uncle Vinny because, they removed the comments. Oh, well. All right. So anyway. So Frank is here.
Hey.
Hey. And, of course, our other guest, Wes Houston was supposed to be our guest today. Wes, what happened to Wes?
They had a house emergency. I don't know if he wants me to say, so I'll just kind of leave it at that for now.
A house emergency?
Emergency at his house.
Really? You think that would be something private?
I don't know. I don't know if he didn't sound happy about it, so I don't want to.
Well, yeah, it's not a good thing, but all right. It's not like life threatening or anything like that. So the guy's okay, but
yeah.
But he had something going on at his house, and he's not going to make it today. So our guest, I want to say West Houston. That just sounds Wes Houston will not be here today, and we just found out about an hour ago, give or take.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of questions here. I planned the show around Wes, so I don't know so we're just going to sit here and stare at each other.
Yeah, basically.
Ann has commented, "Good morning, Tony and Frank. Hello, everyone." Ann, how far are you from these fires? And our all the best goes out to everybody out there. Lots of people losing their homes. It's crazy out there. Long Island natives, Steve Gutenberg lost his house. Billy Crystal lost his house.
I saw that. Yeah.
But they deserve it because they flat left us. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, terrible. James Woods, I saw
his video. Yeah, that was sad.
And are you close to it? And even if you're not that close to it, it still must be weird. Like was it last year? No, almost a year and a half ago when we had the those fires in Canada, but we were seeing the and the sky looked weird and it even smelled weird. But it was coming from Canada. I would think, Ann, it's probably even like I would think you're closer to it than we are to Canada. So, like, do you look up and just see like a red sky or something? Like, I'm curious what it must be like to be over there.
She should call in.
You can.
about
The
it, yeah.
number's right above us. If you'd like to, I don't know what your morning routine is while you have the show on, but I hope you're not that close to it, and we hope everybody is okay. There's been no reported deaths or injuries, have there?
At least 5, they said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably more.
Wow. Good morning, Kenny Friedberg. Ed and Ray evacuated to San Diego. And did they lose their place? Yeah, all the best to them, Ken. I hope they're okay. Yeah, craziness. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. It's just, it's weird. Like, why do they always have them over there?
They said something about the winds coming coming from the ocean.
Okay,
And
we live at the ocean. We don't get I mean, those big wildfires we had here on Long Island was like almost 30 years ago. In fact, this year, right, would be the 30th anniversary.
Was it?
Wasn't it 95?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, we don't get them every few years like they do. I don't really understand it.
But it's also like on the hotter side year round, isn't it, over there?
Well, true.
And there's a place yesterday that said that the winds reach up to like 100 miles an hour.
Oh,
that didn't help.
So yeah, so they can't contain it.
Right.
100 miles an hour. 100 mile an hour winds. Isn't that a hurricane?
That's what they were saying. That's what I heard on one of the stations.
All right. So Ann, explain to me why you live there. She's an hour and a half from the fires. Yes, it's weird. People are walking around in a fog. All my family is safe. All right. Happy to hear that, Ann. And I hope it remains that way. I hope it doesn't get any closer, and hope your family remains safe. When you say people are walking around in a fog, you mean it's an actual fog. Like people aren't walking around like, or maybe it's both. I don't know.
both.
It is California, so the Santa Ana winds are driving the fire. Those winds are a monster. Crazy, man. So Kenny says they live in Glendale. The Eastern fire is about 9 miles away. Hopefully their house will survive. Holy crap.
Jeez.
Yeah, 9 miles. That's
close.
Yeah.
We were just looking before the show started. One report said that it reached the Hollywood sign on the hills, but then one other thing said it was fake, so I'm not sure which is true.
Oh, and didn't mean actually walking around dazed and confused. Dazed and in disbelief. Oh, I thought you meant like a fog from the smoke and ash and oh, you literally meant in a fog. Okay. Wow. So, well, yeah, again, all the best, and I hope they're okay. What? Carol Ann Miljevic? Newsom is awful.
The governor of California.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I didn't know. Is that a guy or girl?
Guy.
That's a guy. And why is he awful? Did he not do something he should have done that contributed to these fires spreading? I'm not sure, Carol Ann, why you said that. And Carol Ann, who are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for chiming in. How'd you find us? Who are you? Yeah, fill us in. Why is he awful? In relation to the fires. I'm not looking to get all into political stuff. Just curious why you're saying that in relation to the fires out there. So, yeah, again, we hope everybody's okay out there. Wow. All right, yeah. So far today, just nothing but negative. We lost our guest today, and we're talking about fires and people losing their houses. So, all right, great. We'll see you later. So yeah, we were supposed to have a guest. I don't recognize that number, so I'm not answering it.
Okay.
My cell phone number is not on the screen, so it's not people calling in relation to the show. There's the number right there. If you like to call in, that is not my cell. And now I'm. All right, just go to voicemail, whoever you are. I want my YouTube feedback.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Did you just say thank you?
I said, there you go.
Oh. I was like, what are you saying thank you for? All right, so no guests, but are you going to play since it's Music Thursday?
If you want me to.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
And how was your dental deep clean yesterday? It was fun. So about a month ago, they did the right side. Yesterday, they did the left side. And, a month ago, I was able to get an afternoon appointment, so I just did it after the show one day. But for this one, I couldn't get any afternoon appointments. All they had was noon. So I had to cancel the show for one day and went in and had it done. I was actually more sore last time. I was sore for about a week. Today, I'm not feeling anything, so thank goodness. But, but they did the deep clean, and it, took, I don't know, almost 2 hours. I don't know. Now they're telling me my gums are really bad, so I have to go back in 2 weeks to see I don't know, what is that called? A periodontist or something? Whatever they're called. They might have to cut my gums and stupid. Ann says, yes, Frank, please play. Fremder, did Frank drive through Uncle Fester's closet on the way there?
I'm warm. That's all I care about. I'm warm.
There is an Uncle Fester thing going on around here. With the big collar here. Zip it all the way up. But now you got to put it up. Yeah, you got to put this up.
You need a light bulb.
Yeah, you got to put that up there. I wish I had a light bulb. I would. You didn't have a hood.
No, I don't put the hood up. That's all.
I wish I had a light bulb. I would totally stick it in your mouth.
Nice. Take that one off.
I'll take the one that was on, so it's nice and hot. It goes in your mouth. Carol Ann is a comedian and has 1 million followers. Found her on Facebook. Oh. How do I not know that? All right, let's look her up. Carol Ann. She has 1 million followers. How do I not know this name then? Since we're coming at you from a comedy club. Yeah, all right, cool. Pretty young lady. My apologies, Carol Ann. Carol Ann, have you ever been here at Governor's? Vicky says, good morning, Walker boys. Good morning there,
hey,
Vicky girl. Let's see. All right, get your tickets. So she's touring. She's going to Arizona, Nashville, Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas City. Yeah, I don't see anything. Have you ever played Governor's, Carol Ann? Are you still there? We may have lost her. Carol Ann's hysterical stories have left millions. Carol Ann's historical stories have millions of people in stitches. Her comedic videos, real-life live feeds, and heart-to-hearts have led to over 1 billion video views, 2 million fans on social media, 2 best-selling books, headlining 3 comedy tours, and debuting her first comedy special, Life Out Loud. Wow. And I don't know how recent this is, but Carol, where do we see that? All right. Oh, and then there's a thing there we can contact her. All right. I'm going to write to her later on and ask her to zoom in on the show sometime. So Carol Ann, if you're still watching, you want to Zoom today, I'll put together a Zoom link right away. Carol, what's with the background of your show? Why, you don't like it? I thought it was funny.
I thought it was Minions at first, but then...
It's just yellow smiley faces. Do you not like it? I thought it would be, I don't know. I was just trying to get a little more creative and just make it a little more silly. Kenny, is being on your show considered playing Governors? Yes. Yes, let's go with that. I mean, that's how I get half the guests, because I use Governor's name. We're definitely a little more legit because we're in Governor's, as opposed to being in your basement with a camera. So, let's see. So what do we got going on? So once again, we didn't have our guest was not able to come today due to last minute circumstances. So what do we got going on? All right. You know what? I got some photos. Let's see. Where are they? All right. We got some photos of like things that are like things that just kind of suck. Like this one. I guess I'll never ask my friend to get a card signed for me again. So, yeah, so this hockey player, whose name I can't even read, somebody went to get the autograph, and they had the person sign the outer plastic sleeve and not the actual card. So that kind of sucks. This is funny. This person's kid took sandpaper to the television. I thought that was funny. The delivery guy put my packages in the garbage can, and the garbage men took them.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what kind of idiot, why you would throw them in the garbage can. This is a bathroom I will not use. I don't know what genius was thinking of that when they put that door in. This definitely sucks. My headboard fell on me while I was asleep. What's the purpose of a headboard anyway? Why do we have headboards on beds? I don't really understand that. There was a Sharpie in my jacket when I put it in the washing machine, so now it's all marked up. That kind of sucks. I spent hours making this cake, and then it fell. So there you go. Those are just some things that were going on there.
This picture you should use as the background behind us.
No.
I love this picture.
Then Kenny says, yes, he has played governors. Yes, you are correct, because you have been in this room, my friend, and you are due to come back. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in a while. Fremder says, the background looks like my toilet water looking, whoops, and the comment's gone. I don't know if you took it down or if I took it down or YouTube took it down, but it's gone. G.D. Frenderson, I got an autograph and the person misspelled G.D. Tomorrow at noon, G.D. will be zooming in with us again as we get ready to make you laugh on January 24th. It's Ron, it's G.D., it's Steven, and I'll be hosting
Tony Miller.
This is the right flyer. I don't know how I mixed that up. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a shame. I like the Tony Miller flyer. January 24th, right here at Governor's, the Fresh Brewed Comedy Show. GD will be on tomorrow to talk about it, and I do believe he's giving away another pair of tickets. If you guys were watching a few weeks ago, he gave away a pair, and I do believe he's doing it again. So that'll be fun to chat with him. Looking forward to meeting him face-to-face on the 24th. We have never met face-to-face. So those guys, Ron, Steven, and GD, they're the guys from Coffee with the Dog, which is on Gov's Comedy Club podcast every morning at 9 a.m. So basically this show is all the guys from Coffee with the Dog except the dog. Matt Nappo not performing. I'm telling you right now, GD, if he shows up to watch, I'm coming in here, I'm grabbing that guitar, and I'm going to make Matt jump up and play a song. So, Matt, if you're watching, get your hearing aids, put them in, and be prepared. Ann says, yay, GD, I'm looking forward to it. Seeing GD tomorrow? Yeah, that's going to be fun. We got a lot going on here tomorrow. Tyler Noble, who was in here, I don't know, like 2 months ago? Actor, new comedian. He'll be in here with us. I think Jeff is coming back tomorrow. And then I think Mike Kaplan will be here too. Because we didn't have the show yesterday. Mike wasn't here. Mike did ask about coming in. This time, I'm not getting this through Romeo. Oh, yeah, where's Romeo? Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
Nice.
He's not chiming in. But last time, Mike, yeah, right, maybe we should. Yeah, maybe we will do that. So Tony is the dog of this group, says Vicky. Yeah, I kind of am dogging it. I know Vicky's thinking doggy style. Her and Fremder are coming up with all sorts of doggy style comments right now. But yeah, I am replacing the dog that night. But yeah, so last time Mike was supposed to be on a different day. We think Rusciello made it up because he was telling Mike something about, you should go on that day. Rusciello was telling me, yeah, Mike said he's going to come in that day. I finally said to Mike when I saw him after that, I said, Mike, I honestly don't remember you talking about coming in that day. And he goes, yeah, I don't remember that either. So we're like, what? So we figured John made it up. But this time it was actually Mike who said something about coming in. Fremder, the background looks like my toilet water looking up at me after I eat corn. Yeah, kind of. All right, so Frank has his vote for a background. I didn't like it. What do you guys think? I was going to throw the KDC logo, but we'd be covering too much of it. You want me to look for another background?
If I send you that picture, can you switch it over there?
Well, don't send it to me. I'm not using it.
I guess not.
Well, no, I want something like for every day. That's not a bad one. Like a comedy club background. All right. Give me a second. Let me see. Let's see how that one. Well, all right. Let me just show it to you. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And then So we have a comedy club thing.
That looks good.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right. So now I got to add our faces to it. Let's see. I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and then I move it over here, and then I got to take this, and whoops, go like that, and then I got to go like this, and then I got to do this, and then I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do that, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. Okay. Bam. All right, you guys like the comedy club looking thing better?
Yeah, I like that.
You do like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. We got it's not, well, I was going to say it's not Governor's, but who cares?
Mm-mm.
It looks enough like Governor's. There's a stage and a microphone and a red curtain, just like Governor's.
There you
go. Okay. All right. There's a new background. All right. So, I was reading an article. I always looking around for stuff to talk about on the show, and so I'm always, going all over the internet trying to find stuff to talk about. And Mary Steenburgen, you know who that is, right? Everybody knows that the actress. She's married to Ted Danson.
Mm-hmm.
She says the first time her and Danson had sex, he looked at her afterwards and said, "Gosh, a Rooney." Why she's revealing this information, I have no idea.
Yeah.
They've been married a long time at this point, 20 or 30 years. But I got to tell you, I think if somebody said that to me after sex, I don't think I'd marry that person. I think I would have got up and walked out. Gosh, a Rooney. What are we on, the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, right.
Gosh, a Rooney, Peter. That was fantastic. Yeah, I just thought that was weird. And that's all I got on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing else on that. All right. So we were going to talk to Wes Houston. So, of course, I had some music stuff to talk about since he is a musician. And he hosts a music show called Wes Houston Presents. And it's on cable access. What is it, next week? He's showing one of the times you were on.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So we can plug that.
There you
go. So one thing that we were going to talk about with him, You Discover Music made a list of the 10 best guitar riffs of all time. Okay? And I'm gonna go from 10 to 1. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, I'm going to give you some others, like honorable mentions first. Bonnie Raitt's "Something to Talk About," which I can't even think of a guitar riff in that song.
Yeah, in the middle of the song, there's a
guitar solo.
Well, do they mean solos or do they mean?
It says guitar riff. That's usually like an intro or the main.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of vague. It could mean both.
Yeah, I mean Bonnie Raitt's a great guitar player. Gosh, Rooney is his pet name for his little dancing. Yeah, I mean it's a great guitar solo. She's great, right. But like a song with a great riff, that I would not think something to talk about. This one I definitely agree with. Heart, Barracuda.
Yeah,
great guitar riff. Killer Queen by Queen.
Again, the solo probably.
I can't. How does the intro go? I'm drawing a blank.
Isn't it just vocal? Isn't it?
Oh yeah, it just comes right in. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
Vocal and piano.
AC/DC's Back in Black. I would agree with that.
Right.
Ozzy's Crazy Train, absolutely. And Metallica's Enter Sandman. I agree with that too. All right, but now here's the top 10. The Kinks, You Really Got Me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, which became a very, like most of their songs started with that. ZZ Top, LaGrange.
Oh, okay.
Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze.
Right.
Absolutely. Might be number one in my book. Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love.
Right.
Link Ray's Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that Rumble?
I think
it
so.
is. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine.
Yep, that's up there.
Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water.
Right.
Rolling Stones, I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Johnny Be Good.
Okay. Oh, again, that's more of a solo than a riff, but I guess they mean solos too.
Yeah. But it drives the song. I mean, he does it like 18 times in the song,
Right.
and then same thing. And then he does it pretty much every song he ever wrote.
Right, but but he changes it each time. It's not the same exact riff over and over again.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah, it's close, but yeah.
Let's get some guesses. What's number 1?
Day Tripper.
Day Tripper is on my personal list.
Right. So
I listed songs that didn't make the list. Day Tripper didn't make the list, but I put that down. Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen. Now, how do you have guitar riffs, top 10 guitar riffs, without Eric Clapton? Sunshine of Your Love and Layla.
Yeah, true. Very true, especially Layla.
So those songs did not make number 1. So keep guessing.
China Grove.
Oh, that's a good choice, but no.
Okay. Or Long Train Running, either one of them.
Yeah.
Or listening to music, actually, any of those.
Yeah, true. GD says Living Color, Cult of Personality. That's a good one, too. What a great band. I just saw them in 2000. So now, 2023. Me and Don went to go see them. Mm-hmm. They were fantastic. What a great. And they ended with Cult of Personality. The place was going nuts. Mm-hmm. That song that's one of those songs you never get tired of hearing. That's a great band. So no, didn't make the list. Sorry.
Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, interesting.
You know it right away.
Yeah.
Well, a lesser known, If I Needed Someone from the Beatles.
Okay.
Another good one.
Yeah. There's no Stephen Stills on that list either, and there should be. Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. Well, not really a riff, but a good intro.
Really a riff, for what it's worth.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I had another one, I just lost it. Harvest Moon's a really good one.
Oh,
Neil
okay.
Young.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Stairway.
Oh, sure. Didn't make the list.
Really?
Fremder, Bonnie Raitt was hot back in the day. I'd stick it in the fart box. Oh, Fremder. Oh, my goodness. She was, though, yeah. In her day, they just had her, the Kennedy Center honors. She was just one of the people they honored.
Right.
Yeah, she's looking old, which is a shame. She was, in her day, she was sexy. I remember one time when she was married to that actor, the guy from Caddyshack, the main guy. He was he really never did much. He was on Roseanne for a while.
Right.
Michael O'Keefe?
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
She was married to him for a while.
Right.
And I remember one time, this was back in the 90s, she went to some award show, and she's on the red carpet, and the interviewer was like, she had apparently just finished a tour. So the reporter says that. So, Bonnie, so you just wrapped up a tour after several months on the road. What's the first thing you like to do when you get home? And she said she was get laid. I was like, whoa!
Okay, then.
But I got a whole new respect for her.
Nice.
No, GD, it's not Freebird. It is not Freebird. And then Vicky also said Stairway to Heaven.
Give a little bit.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a good intro. It's a strumming intro, but it's a good intro.
The number one, according to this list, is more recent than most of the songs you've named. Actually, might be more recent than all the songs you named. What? The Vapors Turning Japanese? No. More
recent.
Yeah, it's more recent. I mean, it's old now, but it's more recent than the songs you mentioned.
I'm not thinking more recent.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
Number 1, best guitar riff of all time, as put together by You Discover Music. It's called "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Recognizable, yes. Number 1,
No.
no.
Not even close.
Great song, absolutely. Great band, absolutely. Number 1 guitar riff, no.
No.
You don't have any Clapton on here. You don't have any Stephen Stills. You don't have any Van Halen on here. And you make Nirvana smells like no. Sorry. Nope.
One of my favorite guitar solos of all time is "Old Brown Shoe" from the Beatles.
All right.
Very good solo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite solos.
There's I was going to say an old Hendrix tune. All Hendrix tunes are old. There's a Hendrix tune, "The Burning of the Midnight Lamp."
Okay.
But there's a version from 1993 that Clapton does. No, sorry, not "Burning the Midnight Lamp." "Stone Free."
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
You remember Clapton doing it?
Yeah.
His solo in that, but that's also a Hendrix tune.
Right.
His solo in that is unbelievable. He's all over the place.
Right.
He is all over the place. Yeah, my favorite.
Another good riff I just thought of, "I Feel Fine."
Oh, sure.
One of the best ones.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I agree with that. Good morning from snowy Texas, says Carol. How much snow is it? We have not. We got some snow. What was it? Monday? We got snow. Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, a little bit.
And yeah, it's still here because it has been blistering cold here ever since. So the snow is still out there, but hardly any left. But it's been So we don't really have snow, but it has been really cold. If you look at the temperature, it's not terrible. It's been in the 20s, which it could be worse. But we've been having, like, for the past week, it's been very windy.
Yeah.
So it's in the 20s, but it feels like it's around 10. So yeah, it's been brutal. And they were saying, but more snow was coming Saturday. But then just this morning, they're saying it's probably going to pass over us.
Right.
Oh, Fremder, Nirvana for all-time best rifle. GD. Oh, one of my favorite solos is Bodhisattva by Steely Dan.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
And then Brian Setzer does a good version of that song, too.
Peg, also. From
Peg.
Steely Dan.
The guitar solo. Well, yeah, Peg, yeah. Reeling in the Years.
Yep.
Great solos. And then who was in here recently? We were talking about Asia by Steely Dan. Just one of the...
Mark Bonder.
Oh, is that what it was? We were talking about it with Mark last week? I think that's just one of the best songs ever by anybody. Yeah. I love that song. Vicky also has snow and frigid temps in the teens. Well, yeah, but that's what you get, Vicky. You decided to move up there. Upstate New York and anywhere north is always cold, and you knew that when you went there. So we're not going to feel bad for you. Where Carol went to Texas for, warmer climate. And now it's snowing down there. So we'll feel bad for her. Plus, she sends Buc-ee's. Carol, if you sent us Buc-ee's, Vicky, if you sent Buc-ee's, then we'd feel bad for you. Carol, you just sent me photos. Is this something that I should be sharing, or is it just for me? Oh, there's Romeo. Hi, sweetie. Where were you yesterday? Missed you. For a guy who watches every day, how did you not know I was not? No, you knew I wasn't going to be on. You called the other day and you said something about Kaplan and not coming in. You knew I wasn't on yesterday. Oh, and now Ann found you. Okay, so I'll leave you two alone. You guys, catch up with yourselves. So there you go. Those were the. So also sticking with the music theme today. I also read another article where it talked about what some musicians are worth. Sting makes $43,000 a day. Sting makes $43,000 a day.
You knew that was coming.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
You're so dense. It's not all about you. Anne did not watch yesterday, and I missed her. She was absent. You didn't even notice that. You have to watch and keep an eye on your viewers.
Of course she was absent. The show wasn't on.
Yes, but the day before yesterday.
She was absent on Tuesday? No, I'm going to disagree.
Well, I didn't see her. I didn't see her.
Ann, is he right about that? I could have sworn there were some comments from Ann.
No, I didn't see her. No, I'm sorry. And maybe I'm remiss. I don't know. Listen, I'm getting old, but the brain is not working as much as it used to. How was your cleaning? Did you get your teeth deep cleaned yesterday?
I did. I got a deep cleaning, and yeah, it's fun stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. It's 48 degrees down here today.
I'm sorry. How many degrees?
48. I woke up this morning. It's 48. It's now 65.
Oh my goodness. Are you okay?
I have a sweatshirt on with a hoodie.
Just what I want to know. Tell me what you're wearing.
Yep. And just to let you know, I went for my mammo yesterday, and I went for my CAT scan yesterday, and I went for my MRI yesterday, and I'm here to say I'll live another 4 months.
You'll live another 4 months?
Yes. All right, that's what my doctor said. And Ann just commented, yes, sunshine, my internet was down. I wasn't there. So, again, the big Romeo was right again.
I'm always thinking of Ann, so I just, I just pictured her comments being there. That's why I was confused.
Listen, you can get away with that with Mrs. Minor. You can get away with that with other people. You can't get away with that with my Annie.
My Annie.
That's right. It's my Annie.
Not Miami, my Annie.
Well, again. All right. Someday I'm going to have a full set of choppers in my mouth very soon, and I'll be able to speak the Queen's English.
Well, all right. I got a question for you.
Yes, darling.
How mad is your buddy? I don't know if you saw the other day. He called in and I hung up on him.
I know all about it. I heard it 2 days. Jesus, would you have to bring him up for Christ's sake?
He's coming in tomorrow.
No, he's not.
He's not?
He's not coming in because you told him you have a bunch of people. You also told him you're more than welcome.
That's right.
I got the whole entire story.
So yeah, he asked about coming in. I said, yeah, we do have one definite, one possibility, and one guy zooming in. I said, but it would be fun, so come join us.
Yep. Well, he's got another titty fit, as us girls like to say, and he's not coming in.
Well, it was nice of him to tell me he's not coming in.
Well, I think he was going to text you. He had some kind of a Republican thing going on today and stuff like that. So he was talking to me on the fly, but he was going to text you later.
Yeah, sure he was.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, you hurt the guy's feelings. He called up on the show, and you gave him the ass.
Well, but he deserved it because the last time we spoke to him on the phone, I got yelled at by his girlfriend. We're trying to eat our pancakes.
Do you like your pancakes hot or cold? Yeah, but that's the flavor of the month. Don't worry about it. Come May, she's a memory.
Oh my goodness!
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Frank.
You too.
I love when you interact in the show. You're like Kaplan. At least you smile though.
Well, thank you.
Right? Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, John Rusciello checking in. All right, so I guess we don't have Mike Kaplan. Mike, it's not all about you. He contacts me about coming in on a day that he is normally not here. Of course I'm booking guests. And Mike, I'm going to book more guests on days you are here, because that's what we do here. We bring in guests, you son of a bitch bastard. Yeah, what was I supposed to do? Oh, Mike wants to come in. Let me tell the other guys not to. And you never know. Mike's like Wes Houston. Some days he comes in, some days he doesn't. No, I'm kidding. Wes Houston, no problem. But yeah, so, but I said it would be fun if you come in too, so he can join in with everybody. It's not just talk about Mike and listen to him complain. And Jeff's not even a definite. It's Tyler is a definite. Jeff was a maybe, and then GD is zooming at noon. So that would have given us a whole hour for everybody to look at you, Mike, and say, "Hi, Mike. How are you?" All right. 48 degrees in Boynton Beach. Yes. My balls are freezing, says Fremder, because I live on a cul-de-sac. Carol, what? I don't know. Carol just writes, of the snow. What does that mean? Vicky, money for nothing, or owner of a lonely heart. Good riffs. She's absolutely right about that. Money, yeah.
25-64.
Oh, yeah. 25-64 by Chicago. Absolutely. Yeah,
The riff and the solo.
What's that?
The riff and the solo.
That's another one of the best solos of all time.
Yep.
Terry Kath was amazing. Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitar player.
Right.
So, just before Romeo called, I was going over what some musicians make. Sting makes $43,000 a day, which makes me want to beat him up. Ringo Starr is worth $350 million.
Okay.
Bono, it turns out, Bono invested when it was first released to the public. Bono invested in Facebook.
Really?
So he's got more money than God.
Wow.
And Paul McCartney, I believe actually maybe David Bowie too, the only musicians to cross over $1 billion.
The only?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Taylor Swift did too.
Oh, did she?
I thought
so.
so.
Maybe she did. Paul is worth 1.2.
I remember years ago there was a picture in a magazine, him getting out of a car and looking at the camera and doing this, and the caption was, "I just made $2 million getting out of this car."
Yeah, and I bet that's true. Oh, Carol says, "Oh, the pictures, you dummy." Oh, so those are the pictures you sent me of this. So I should put them on here. All right, hang on. So you sent them to me privately, or maybe not. Where are you? Where is it? I don't. Did you text them to me? Oh, there we go. Okay. Boom, boom. All right. This is going to take me a second, so I got to send them. So I'm going to show you guys the pictures Carol sent, but I need a second to transfer them to the computer, so then I can then put them. All right, hang on. It's a lot of work. And it's really a lot of work for nothing because it's just pictures of snow. Boom. Let's see that. Okay. And then Carol says Terry Kath was one of the best ever. Wow. I guess Carol's a big Chicago fan, I guess. Let's see. So I'm going to, in 2 seconds, I'm going to show you pictures from Carol's house of the snow. What'd you get, Carol? Like an inch or two, it looks like, huh? So, there's that. Oops. All right, picture number one. This is Carol. I'm assuming this is your house. She's got a nice pool in the back. Nice. Look at that. And then here is the front yard. Crazy weather across the whole country, huh? Fires and snow in places where there shouldn't be any. And, cold temperatures here. But we've been lucky. We haven't really been walloped with a lot of snow. Oh, there's Frank Cafora. He says, howdy. Hello, Frank Cafora. I am going to see Frank Cafora tomorrow night. I'm very excited. Head on over to Blockhead TV, their YouTube channel. Blockhead TV. They will be live streaming with Frank Cafora's band, the Genesis tribute band that's called Seconds Out. What time is that, Frank? Is it 8? I think it's 8. They'll be live streaming. Blockhead TV, they do a lot of live streams with bands, but it's bands that do original music, which is great. They've had Pine Street on here. Pine Street is the one that sings our theme song. They wrote and sang and recorded the theme song for us here. They've been in here in the studio once or twice, but it's been a while. I got to get them back. They also had another band called Emerald Rising, which is a personal favorite of mine, a Long Island band. Tom Cavanaugh's in it. Frank's falling asleep.
I
John Lespina is the drummer. Deanna D is the singer. I was talking about Emerald Rising the other day, and I couldn't remember her name. Deanna D, she's the singer. She's fantastic. The show tomorrow night is at 8 p.m. Okay. So Seconds Out is the first band at Blockhead TV getting a live stream. It's the first tribute band getting a live stream at Blockhead TV. So that's a cool thing. And Frank was nice enough to ask me to host it. So I'll be there at the start of the show introducing the band. And before the show, I'll be doing an interview with the band. So you're going to see the concert live tomorrow on Blockhead TV's YouTube channel. But then they also have a Roku channel where they take their live streams and they edit them and make them all nice, get out all the glitches and whatnot that a live show will get you. And then they put it cleaned up edited version on Roku, and that is where that's where you'll see like the interview footage like in between some of the songs. So we're recording an interview before the show, and then and then the live stream starts. I'll introduce the band, and then they're going to put on a great show. Genesis, just a super band. I mean, some of the you all know their songs: "Invisible Touch," "Throwing It All Away," "No Son of Mine," "Hold on My Heart," "Jesus, He Knows Me," "I Can't Dance," "Throwing It All Away," "That's All," "Illegal Alien," "Abacab," "No Reply at All," "Turn It On Again," "Follow You, Follow Me," and the list goes on and on. And then you take it. They're an interesting band because so many guys from that band have had success in other bands too, or as solo artists. Peter Gabriel was the original lead singer for Van Halen. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
Van Halen?
Did I say Van Halen? Really?
Peter Gabriel's singer of Van Halen.
Peter Gabriel, the original lead singer of Genesis. Where did I get Van Halen from? That's weird.
That's a combination.
Yeah, right. Peter Gabriel, the original lead singer to Genesis. Sledgehammer and Red Rain and Salisbury Hill and Shock the Monkey. Phil Collins, of course. The list goes on and on for Phil Collins. In the Air Tonight. Sussudio, One More Night. It would go on and on. Against All Odds. Mike Rutherford, who was with Mike and the Mechanics. Just a lot of great stuff. So, it's just going to be a great show. It's really going to be a great show. Van Genesis. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Thanks for accepting and hosting an interview, Tony, says Frank. Originally, when I was first asked to come to the show, I said no because I had plans. I had a PAL thing to do, and then it was very strange. The PAL plans were changed. So immediately I thought to myself, because I said to Frank, I'm going to come to the show, but I'm going to be super late because I have a PAL thing. And he said to me, he goes, you realize you're only going to see like the last half hour of the show? I was like, that's fine. I just want to come see it. But then the PAL plans changed. So immediately I said to myself, oh, great, I can go to the Genesis thing full, right from the beginning. Then it was like an hour later, Frank contacted me. I don't want to change your plans, but we'd love it if you can host. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Fremder, I listen to Emerald Rising every morning when I get out of bed. Mickey, hello, Mickey. Are you going to be on YouTube Frank C tomorrow? Yes, that's what I just said, Mickey. Blockhead TV on YouTube. Go find them. They're doing a live stream tomorrow night, 8 o'clock our time. So, Mickey, that'll be, 5 o'clock your time? So it's Frank C's Genesis Tribute Band. They're called Seconds Out. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on Blockhead TV. Fremder, Phil Collins wrote the song I Can't Dance. Whoops. Well, yeah, because he can't really walk now. Is that what that means? I don't know. Frank C. Mickey, yes, Blockhead TV on YouTube so is it live on Roku too? And then they put out the edited thing later on Roku? Oh, I didn't realize that. All right. So anyway, that's tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Tonight at 8 o'clock, right here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, we have Primal Scream with Nick Greystone. I almost forgot it. Primal Scream with Nick Greystone tonight at 8 o'clock. Tonight at 8 o'clock in the Giggle Room, Adam Ferrara, sorry. What? I think am I stroking out? Adam Ferrara. Adam Ferrara doing a set tonight in the Giggle Room. He's playing the main club next weekend. But yeah, tonight, him and Michelle Fox will be in the Giggle Room. That's a great show. What was that?
I don't know.
You heard that, right?
Yeah. The walls came coming in.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening out there. Yeah, Adam Ferrara and Michelle Fox playing the Giggle Room tonight. That's a great show. And then Adam will be here playing the main club next week, and he's recording it for a special. Next weekend at Governor's Comedy Clubs, it's quite the weekend. You got Adam, you got Anthony Rodia. Yeah, that's a lot of great stuff. This weekend, Vic DiPotetto, Sean Donnelly, Terry McNeely, Lou Pratz. I'll go over that list again. And don't forget, again, the show with GD on the 24th.
Has Vic ever been on here?
Vic has been here. He hasn't been in the studio, but he called in once. Wow, that's got to be 2018 or 19.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a while ago. And then last year when he was here, I met him face-to-face for the first time. Very nice man. Very nice man. Yeah, he was great. Rusiello. Oh, there he is. Rusiello says, and well-deserved to a great guy like you, Mr. Walker. Well, thanks. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, you're talking about hosting the show tomorrow night? Thanks, John. You're thinking of Diane. Focus on the show. Yeah, there's some truth to that. So let's see. What else do we have here? We were talking before we went on the air. I watched this. There's a new documentary about Elvis Presley that's out. In 1968, Elvis did what they called the 68 comeback special. Elvis was doing for several years leading up to that. He was making all those bad movies, where you're singing things like, Old MacDonald Had a Farm and, like that. Oh, that's the old Eddie Murphy bit, right? Where all these bad movies, every line turned into a song. Elvis, we're going to win that race. We're going to win that race.
Yeah.
Lemonade. Yeah. That cool, refreshing drink. So funny.
That's great.
But that's basically how bad the songs were and how bad the movies were.
Right.
So he wanted to return to doing quality stuff. So he did a special a TV special in 1968 where he was singing, songs of quality. And this new documentary came out just like a month or two ago, talking about what led up, putting it all together. This thing was the biggest snooze fest, and it was the biggest. I didn't like it at all. It basically just focused on the bad movies that he made, which is why he wanted to make this comeback special. But and they're showing clips of Elvis, doing all these stupid moves in these bad movies. But what it did, one thing it played, one thing it talked about, in 1967, Elvis made a gospel album. And it was actually his second gospel. He made a total of 3 in his lifetime. And in 1967, he made it was the second one. And they played, Johnny Cash did a version of it towards the end of his life. Run On for a Long Time.
Okay.
Elvis did a version of that, and it's a lot faster, much more gospel-like. And that's what they played. And I'm like, man, that was good. I just enjoyed that little clip. And then I talked to Elio. Elio is an Elvis maniac. So I asked him so Elvis told me the only Grammys what?
He said, Elvis told me.
Came down. So Elio, that's an understandable, Elvis Elio. That's an understandable screw up because they both start with EL. And they both have an eye. At least I didn't say Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
Now, what in the hell was that? What was that?
Coughing at the same time.
Oh, you were coughing? Somebody called 911. Both the Walker brothers are having strokes.
I couldn't stop it.
Oh, I got to make a soundbite out of that. Elio told me that the only Grammys Elvis ever won were for his work doing gospel music. Those of you, are you crying
Still.
from laughing?
But
Are you in pain or are you
no,
just laughing?
I'm just laughing.
Oh, okay. The only Grammys Elvis ever won was from was from gospel music.
While he was alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I found very interesting. So I found, I think it was like for like $12. I found the CD collection. It's all the gospel music Elvis ever recorded. And it's only, I think, 2 or 3 CDs. So it was like $12. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to grab this. It is fantastic. I have never heard this stuff before. I couldn't believe it. I was about 3/4 of the way through it, and I called Elio. I was like, I can't believe how good this is. And he was like, yeah, I told you. That's why you won the Grammys, mate. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was fantastic. And so this documentary sucked. But at least it led me to this, and I've been on a big Elvis kick ever since. Like,
Okay.
and then of course that led me back to the early '50s or the mid '50s stuff when he first came out, which is just
forget it.
That stuff is It's always been great.
Right.
So I've just been on I've been going down a big Elvis rabbit hole the past week or so.
A couple of years back, Priscilla put together a project where they took the original masters and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Recorded it with them.
Right.
And it sounds amazing.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
really
I'll have to grab that too. There's that other one, the Viva Elvis, where it's all like remixed music and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the Beatles' Love.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
That's pretty good. But
the Philharmonic one, she said something about something he always wanted to do and never got to do.
Oh, really?
So she made it happen using the old recording.
Right. Oh, all right, I'll have to look for that.
It's really good.
That 50, like his first 2 albums are just.
Forget it.
The first one's called, I think it's just Elvis Presley, and then I think the second one is just called Elvis.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, we're talking about the stuff everybody knows, Hound Dog and Blue Suede Shoes. But man, is that good?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been enjoying some Elvis lately. Vicky, oh my Lanta, you're killing me, Smalls. Fremder, Frank sounds like a donkey giving birth.
Excuse me.
It did kind of sound like that.
Coughing and laughing at the same time. I just couldn't stop it. I heard it happening. I'm like, oh, this ain't going to be good. Couldn't stop it.
I can't wait to watch that back.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. All right, so still talking music, and there were just a couple things I had before Christmas. Back on December 13th, All I Want for Christmas Is You, that annoying Mariah Carey song, became the first holiday song to reach 2 billion streams on Spotify.
Oy.
She is, and I don't have it here, but I think we talked about it last year. I think she's made like $20 million just off that one song or something.
Song. I believe it.
Something like that.
And she's now because of that, she's the queen of Christmas.
No, she's not.
No.
I mean, yeah, they are saying that, but I refuse to believe that.
No, if there ever is one, it's Falling in Love.
Christmas. What's the name of that song?
Baby, Please Come Home.
Baby, Please Come Home, which she used to sing every year on Letterman. And then this past Christmas, she appeared on Fallon and did it
there.
with Little Steven and Paul Schaefer.
Yeah, really good.
That woman is timeless. She can still belt out a tune, man.
Absolutely.
And she's got to be in her late 70s.
Let's try to get her.
Yeah, right. It's not a bad idea. She doesn't look. You look at her, you'd think she's an older woman, but you wouldn't think late 70s.
No. And she seems very nice. So I imagine she'd say yes to it.
Imagine that. That'd be kind of cool.
She would write to her.
From der Frank sounds. Oh, I read that already. Yeah, all right. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's, and then she also had that other song that I think was written by Little Steven also. It was from one of the Home Alone movies.
Alone on Christmas?
That's it. Nobody ought to be alone on Christmas.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
that's a great tune.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take those over Mariah Carey any day.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But speaking of Elio, Amy just put out for Christmas, she's part of a new group called the Memphis Bells. And they put out some Christmas music, and they did a version of that Mariah tune.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take that over Mariah any day. So, Darlene Love and Amy Rhiannon Worth are the queens of Christmas.
There you go.
That's it. Rusciello's looking for a fight. He goes, she's not as good as Cher. She blows Cher away as a singer. She might not have as memorable tunes as Cher. She may not be as much of a name as Cher, but a much better singer than Cher.
Does Cher have a memorable Christmas song, like a classic Christmas song?
She just put out a Christmas album this year.
Oh, just did.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in terms of classic.
I haven't heard a single bit of it, and I have not seen anybody say anything. Like, basically, I'm trying to tell you, I think it's a flop. Take that there, Romeo. I bet you didn't even know she put out a Christmas album this year. Darlene Love was also Danny Glover's wife in the Lethal Weapon movies.
That's right.
Lethal Weapon movies. That's Darlene Love. Yeah.
For years, going back to Cher, for years, Paul Schaefer used to do a thing on Letterman where he'd make fun of, he'd imitate Cher singing "Oh Holy Night." And one time Cher came on and said, "If you ever do that again, I'm going to kick your ass."
All right. That is something I'll give you. She seems like she's a lot of fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
I bet you she sits there busting chops all night.
Right.
She's a little vain, in my opinion. I've seen her on interviews talking about how not being, current is the worst thing in the world. Which, yeah, shut up. I have no. Rusciello says you're drunk. I am not drunk. I am not drunk. Darlene Love. Again, I'm not saying she has better or worse songs. I'm not saying she's. I agree that she's not as famous as Cher. I'm just saying as a singer, she's better. I bet you would agree.
Darlene Love, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cher decorates the Christmas ski. They were already divorced by then, right?
Long before. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she married Greg Allman. Weren't they married for like a week?
Greg Allman? Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. And she was with Gene Simmons for a while.
Yep.
I don't know why I have all this Cher information in my head.
But Sonny was married for a long time after her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, all right. So, I know what I have here. Nearly 100 years ago, a group of deep thinkers dared to imagine what life would be like in the year 2025. So I'm going to share some of these with you. Let's see. Albert E. Wiggum, Wiggam, an American psychologist, said, according to his calculations, homely, dull people would be having more children than beautiful, intelligent people. If we keep progressing in the wrong direction, as we've been doing, American beauty is bound to decline, and there won't be a good-looking girl to be found 100 years from now. That's what he told an audience in Brooklyn, New York, back in 1925.
So he can predict plastic surgery.
Exactly. Why, like homely and dull and then beautiful and intelligent. I mean, usually the beautiful ones are not the intelligent ones. So, Sir Ronald Ross, a British doctor who received a Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1902 for his studies on malaria, told the London audience that life expectancy would continue to increase because of scientific advances. That miraculous progress will not stop. He predicted that people will live. The average age would be that people live to would be around 150.
That's something Star Trek kind of zoomed in on.
Star Trek was a TV show.
Yes.
It's not real.
Right.
Right.
But that's what their predictions were.
Well, they're all wrong. H.G. Wells, author of The Time Machine and War of the Worlds, and The Invisible Man, he said that global power would rest, not power like electric, but power is in position. There would be a confederation of people instead of independent countries. So it would be like just one group ruling the whole world, which sometimes I think that might be true. There will be numerous nations, but only 3 great masses of people: the United States of America, the United States of Europe, and the United States of China. And they would be ruling everything.
And the Gulf of America.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The earth will be under one government, and one language will be written and understood, or even spoken, all over the globe. There will still be different races and perhaps allied nations, but travel and commerce will be free and unfettered, and calamities will be alleviated and dangers met by the united forces of all mankind. The advances of medicine and surgery will have been such that most of the ailments and limitations of old age would be eliminated. Mm-hmm. Life will be prolonged at its maximum of efficiency until death comes like sunset and is met without pain and without reluctance. There will be no death from disease, and almost every sort of injury will be curable. And again, something else I do believe they have the knowledge to do. There's just too much money to be made from sickness. New fabrics will no doubt be invented, combining the warmth of fur with the softness and flexibility of silk and the strength of linen. Dress will be light, so that half a dozen changes of costume will be carried in a handbag, and will be so designed. Oh, all right. There's nothing else after that. All right, I don't know what happened there. Professor Lowell J. Reed says, or he predicted, that the U.S. population would reach 200 million by 2025. Mm-hmm. He was a little off. It's now 345 million, right, give or take. In 1925, it was 115 million. He said that there'd be so many people that we'd have to find new sources for food, which is pretty much. All right, calm down. Mom's texting me. Is Frank going to play? I said before he'll play. Sorry, am I boring you with my predictions? Go back to work.
Man.
It's
a weird show.
Roel Strachan predicted that San Francisco would be the world's greatest city by 2025. A.R. Wentz predicted a substitute for sleep would be found. He also said chemistry would be used to produce synthetic foods, making them chiefly out of nitrogen from the atmosphere. He also said people would use a pocket-sized apparatus for communications to see and hear other people without being in the same room. Well, there you go.
There you go. That can happen.
Although he also predicted world peace, a common world currency, and universal free trade. So that couldn't be more far off. Vicky says, I always loved Letterman's annual Christmas show. The story about the real Lone Ranger. You remember that with Jay Thomas?
Great. Oh, that's
Jay
classic.
Thomas, who's been dead a while, which he
Yeah.
kind of died young. But yeah, that was always great. And then they would. I'm a big Letterman guy. I still miss him. It'll be 10 years this year since he went off.
Yep.
So they would have Darlene Love. Jay Thomas would come on and tell the Lone Ranger story. And then remember they had a Christmas tree and they would throw like a pancake or a roast beef sandwich or something on top of the tree.
Yes.
And then Jay Thomas would stand on the other side of the stage and throw a football trying to knock it off.
Right.
I don't know who thinks of these things, but it was hilarious. The knocking down of the pizza, meatballs on the Christmas tree, and Darlene Loves Singing. Right. The Lone Ranger story, if you guys never heard it. Oh, yeah, there's Kenny F. saying, Jay Thomas told the Christmas story. Always hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I won't do it any justice, but if you never heard it, it was hilarious. Jay Thomas, he was an actor. Probably his most famous work was the gym teacher on Mr. Holland's Opus.
Right.
But he was on some TV series,
He's
too.
on Mork and Mindy for a while.
He was on Mork and Mindy, like as a regular?
Yeah, for one season, I think.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, he was on some other shows and stuff. But
Cheers.
As a regular?
He was Carla's husband.
Well, she had a few husbands.
He was like the main one, like the first husband, I think.
Wow.
He kept coming.
Yeah, that's vaguely returned. Yeah, but no, the main one was that guy, the actor. He's in a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's gonna kill me now. Yeah, didn't Carla keep like divorcing and getting back together with one particular guy?
I think it was him.
No, this was a whoops. This was a different one. Yeah, Dan Hedaya. However you say his name. That guy.
Yes, okay.
He was the main husband.
Right.
Great actor. Great actor.
Oh, yeah, no, Jay Thomas played a hockey player that she was married to for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, how do you remember that?
I don't know why. Dan Hedaya is great, too.
Did he have some surgery? He looks different. Yeah. Is he still alive? He is, right?
I think he's up there, yeah, but he's there. He's around.
Let's see. Dan Hedaya. He's 84.
Wow.
Holy moly. Oh, you know what? He's another one who's trying to get on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before he dies. Oh, so I forgot what we were even talking about. So Jay Thomas, so he would, but his main thing, he was a radio DJ.
Right.
For like, I want to say like 20 years, maybe even longer. Bounced around, worked at various radio stations, worked with Howard Stern. I forget where. Might have been in Detroit. I forget. Excuse me. So he tells this great story where he. Can
you play it off YouTube?
No.
Oh.
Where the radio station was doing some kind of promotion at a car dealership, and they were giving stuff away. And the guy played the Lone Ranger, Clayton Moore. Is that his name?
Yep.
He was making an appearance. Now Clayton Moore was a weird dude. like he didn't like anybody else playing the Lone Ranger. Like he lived and breathed that stuff.
He always wore it too.
In public. He always wore the mask. Yeah, strange guy. So he makes an appearance at this car dealership, and afterwards. Turns out Clayton Moore needed a ride back to his train station or the hotel, whatever it was.
Right.
So Jay and some other guy from the radio station say, all right, well, we'll drive you. And it was like a beat-up Pinto or something these guys were driving. Right. And they have, there they are driving, and they have Clayton Moore in the back of their Pinto that smells like weed. Sure enough, a guy hits them. They get into a car accident. But I forget exactly how it happened, but the other guy was 100% at fault.
Right.
And he tried to take off, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
They catch up to him. Jay and the other guy, they get out to confront this guy. He's giving them a hard time, and he's not being, he's not playing nice. And I think he's even trying to deny that he hit them or trying to blame them. Right. So after a few minutes of back and forth and arguing with this guy, the guy looks up, and sure enough, here out of the car, here comes the Lone Ranger. And, and he went up to the guy and said, you better tell the truth, son, or whatever he said. Or
no, I think the guy was trying to say, the cop's not going to believe you.
Right. And that was it. He goes, I'll tell them what happened.
They'll believe me, citizen.
Right. That was it. Then the guy was like, okay. It's such a great story. And, yeah, he would come on every year on Letterman and tell that story. Oh, it's great stuff. Letterman, just fantastic. I still watch old Letterman clips. Just yesterday, I watched the cameraman would go out. This is the day of, this was like 40 years ago. This was, the days where you still had to go to a store to get your photos developed.
Right.
You had the cameraman walk into a photo store, and then the people in the store, show us your photos. So you show people like, my girlfriend. This one guy, he was like, the first picture was him eating a pizza. Second picture was him eating a sandwich. Like, it's so random and so offbeat that it was hilarious stuff. Yeah. It's great. He was Eddie the Skater. Okay. Yeah, these people were definitely not Nostradamus. No. Fremder, I believe in 2025 the ability to tax the sunrise will occur once they perfect weather modification. If you don't pay your bills on time, you won't get the nice weather, which increases your heating bill. Yeah, absolutely right. A substitute for sleep will be found. Isn't that being awake? Yeah, that's pretty funny. The Lone Ranger story is definitely on YouTube. No, I know it's on YouTube. Frank was asking if I could play it here.
Was that a copyright thing?
Copyright thing, but even just to, like, the screen, to show them the screen and to get the volume, like it's a big process.
Gotcha.
Lone Ranger in a Pinto, how apropos, says Frank. GD, didn't Clayton Moore lose the right to wear the mask after a while? Oh, I have no idea. You know that?
I think he just stopped doing it then. I think he just didn't go out in public after.
Well, there was, what was that, like late 70s, early 80s? There was a movie. So maybe then he couldn't use it anymore?
Oh, Johnny Depp was in it, wasn't he?
Late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, 70s, early 80s. I don't know.
There was, I remember going to see it. It wasn't that good.
Oh, okay.
None of it, like, it was almost like Christopher Reeve playing Superman. Like, there was nobody known in the lead roles, but it was, some unknown. It wasn't very good.
There was a different guy play Lone Ranger, I think, before Clayton Moore. And actually, that guy was on Happy Days one time as a Lone Ranger.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Useless information today, ladies and gentlemen. How do you remember this?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because so Clayton Moore was the Lone Ranger on TV, but then they bring this, like, didn't they try another series again? Is that where this other guy came from?
No, they did bring it back in color, and they redid the parts. It was the original guys. It was Clayton Moore and Jay Silverheels, I think.
Oh, all right. So who was this guy on Happy Days?
I forgot his name.
Yeah, but I'm not asking his name. Like who? Like,
I think he was Lone Ranger before Clayton Moore.
Oh, Clayton Moore wasn't the original?
I don't think he was the original. No.
So
Mom might know.
Well, she's too busy complaining. So on Happy Days, so at this point, this guy must have been like an old man showing up as the Lone Ranger?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty funny.
Armie Hammer played the Lone Ranger in 2013. Yeah, that movie sucked. That's a Johnny Depp one.
Johnny Depp one, yeah.
Terrible. Oh, it was an old beat-up Volvo. Okay, all right. Jerry Lahane. Hello, Jerry. Water Truck Station permanently Pacific Ocean stop fires. What? Post, I'm better than AI at helping solve the problem. I have no idea what that said. Water Truck Station permanently Pacific Ocean stop fires. Are you saying that they put an end to it? I have no idea.
That's what could happen.
Or maybe that's what they're working on. Yeah, Jerry, try English on this next one. All right, so that was it. So yeah, we have 10 minutes left. So yeah, you can play something.
Okay. What do you want to hear?
I don't care. Play whatever you want.
Okay, I have no clue. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if it's in tune. Oh, not bad.
Come on, you know every song in the world. Just pick something.
All right.
Well, yeah, we did all these. We talked about all these famous riffs before. Play one with a famous riff.
That's what I was about to do.
Okay, good. Oh, we got the short version today. Okay. John Hart played the Lone Ranger for one season during a contract dispute. He's the guy that showed up on Happy Days.
Okay.
Romeo, Frank, I love your brother, but a good tech man he is not. What would I do? What happened? Great song, says Kenny. My ringtone. Oh, that song is your ringtone? John, why am I not a good tech guy? What happened?
You changed the background again?
What happened?
You changed the background again?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean, I totally screwed that. There we go. All right, calm down. I mean, what, did you guys not hear him or something? I don't know what happened. No, they must have heard it because Ann said that was awesome, Frank.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. All right, time for us to get out of here. We got Peter Schwartz and Sports Bash at 1 o'clock. Nick Greystone and Primal Scream tonight at 8. And then that's it for today. Tomorrow, Coffee with Dog at 9. Me and Tyler Noble, maybe Jeff, and GD will be zooming in at noon. That's tomorrow. Don is on tomorrow night, and he's got a great guest. He does a show where he plays Lenny Bruce. What's his name? Ronnie Marmo. That's it. Ronnie Marmo is the guest tomorrow night on Donversations. And again, don't forget the Blockhead TV tomorrow night at 8 with Seconds Out. Has Frank seen that Wascally Wabbit? Says Fremder. Oh, now he's saying you look like Elmer.
Just me?
Wishing everyone a wonderful day, says Ann. Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow, Tony. Okay, Frank, see you tomorrow. All right. And, of course, what's going on at Governor's? Once again, please share the link to our show so everybody you know about all the shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We've got a lot of great stuff. And, of course, at the club, we've got a lot of stuff happening in January. J.P. Spears is next week. Adam Ferrara is next week. Anthony Rodia is next week. This weekend, Terry McNeely tomorrow night in the Giggle Room with Lou Pratch and Hugh Murray and a few other great guests. Sean Donnelly is playing the club tomorrow night. Vic DiBattista will be here Saturday. If you can't see Terry tomorrow night, well, Terry will be at McGuire's on Saturday. Saturday at the Giggle Room, Tangy and Friends. And don't forget, January 24th, Fresh Brewed Comedy with me, JD, Ron, and Steven.
Tony Miller.
Lots of great stuff happening. Once again, Peter Schwartz at 1 o'clock today. He'll be talking or complaining about the Jets again because they're killing them. Okay, and that's anything, right? Nothing?
Nothing.
Do you, you still have nothing. Who's here next week?
Cecilia Kirtland.
Who in the world is that?
Great singer-songwriter.
Great singer-songwriter.
Yes.
What, the local scene?
Yes.
Does she play guitar?
Yes.
So she'll be here?
Yes.
Playing guitar?
Yes.
Did I tell you I went to Westbury Music Fair because I saw Mickey Dolenz there. I saw David Clark there.
Yep.
In the bathroom, there's a big poster for their Irish Night in March with Andy Cooney. And Mick Thomas, who's a friend of the show, has been here many times, plays the club a lot. He's actually opening the show.
Okay. Nice.
So, yeah, that's that. Maybe I'll try and get him that day, too, to join us when Andy Cooney is coming in here in March, right?
End of February.
End of February. Nice. Very cool. All right. We're out. Everybody have a great day. And, again, Peter Schwartz at 1, and then we'll be back here tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.